In the last decade, the number of people in Maine who do not have a home, who have no shelter, who have no place to go, has expanded dramatically. It's an issue that is addressed in a new film called Building Hope. The director and producer are with us here on 207 to talk about this project and what they hope will come of it. Melody Lewis-Kane, Richard Kane, thank you for coming in. Appreciate you being here. Richard's the director, Melody's the producer. Richard, let me start with you. When you began this project, what did you think was the story you wanted to tell?
Well, we wanted to tell a story about the people who are experiencing homelessness and give them the opportunity, or give the audience the opportunity, to understand that these are real people and that they're not people just to walk over in the street.
How's this place to live?
It's freezing, and apparently they're kicking us out on December 15th, and I'd just like to know how people can kick the homeless out of being homeless.
My son has substance use addiction, and he's walked these very streets, homeless and cold.
So that was clearly an important part, is to hear directly from the people who are living out on the streets, in the fields, in encampments.
Also to address some of the solutions that are out there, and there are solutions.
We'll get to those in a sec. When you got out there and you started interviewing people and talking to people out on the streets, what did you hear that you didn't expect to hear?
Aneva, she was in the Bangor tent city, she said that she had 2 college degrees and she had many jobs, one being a school teacher. And we hadn't expected people with education and with jobs to find themselves in a situation where they're homeless.
And I bet you heard that again and again.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It can happen to any of us at any time.
Where did you shoot the film?
All over the state of Maine. Portland, Lewiston,
Bangor.
Mm-hmm.
But homelessness is not a problem that is confined to the cities.
No. It's people who work in the field helped us understand that it's in the rural areas too. It's just that it's not seen as much there.
It can be challenging sometimes to take on a filmmaking project of this sort because people don't want to talk to you. They might be embarrassed, they might be ashamed. Did you find that it was relatively easy or difficult to get people to open up?
I think it was easy, because once people who are experiencing homelessness find that somebody is interested in their story, they open right up.
The sweeps make no sense at all, but the solution is not to just tear them down, bulldoze them, and assume everything's going to be okay then.
Where are people going to go from here today?
Into another encampment.
And all of a sudden not have a place to live. And none of your friends and family. And I'm all alone.
You want to offer some light? What kind of solutions did you hear from people when you talk to them about what can be done?
Okay, the people in the social who work in the field, who are extremely dedicated, affordable housing, access to mental and health care, support systems. Supportive housing means getting a roof over someone's head with the services nearby. The other thing is income equality. You know, Angus King says in the film, there is no county in this country where a person working on minimum wage can afford a 2-bedroom apartment.
So the solutions are out there, but is the will to put those solutions into effect, is that out there?
I believe it's coming.
What does it cost for one person to be on the streets? That added up to $20,000 for Utah. So Utah went to developers and they said, what would it cost us to house them? Use the Housing First model. And for 5 years, they reduced homelessness by 93%. New leadership came in and said, we're not going to coddle them anymore. They need to be self-sufficient. And now Utah is spending millions because people are on the streets.
So you sound a bit optimistic after having immersed yourselves in this subject. Did you come away, well, at the end of the project, were you more optimistic or less optimistic than when you began?
I was more optimistic, especially because the people that are working in this field here in the state of Maine that we have interacted with are so dedicated. They're so smart. Many of them have been working in this field for years, and so they see the big picture of where things are going and where things can go.
And you can see the documentary Building Hope this weekend.
It will be shown at the Portland Museum of Art at 3 o'clock on Saturday afternoon, followed by a panel discussion.